Hello. I have not done a Donnie's Daily Dose in a while, and I would assume that if we're talking about Donnie's Daily Dose, if I'm not doing it daily, then it's not really a daily dose. So you're just gonna get a dose of Donnie today. So what's been going on? First of all, Happy New Year, and thank you, for making 2021 a great year. Definitely has some challenges, but overall, an absolutely incredible year. And I'm looking forward to an amazing 2022. But I don't want to make this a video like a lot of videos out there saying, oh, go live your best life, which I do want you to live your best life. Oh, you can accomplish anything you want to. Yes, you can. If you put your mind to it, do the work, and overcome whatever hurdles you need to do that. But what I do want to do is focus on a word that I've been working on since I began this journey, which is consistency. And for those of you that have been following me for a while, you've seen some improvement in my health. You've seen some improvement in my weight, but still have not reached that goal. And so I wanted to give you an update as to what I'm doing right now. I am still on that journey. I'm still going to post about this. I'm still going to put out videos, even if it's embarrassing because I missed a day or two or whatever. But I want to give you the progress that happens when you at least try to be consistent and you try to stay on track. The weight's still coming off, even though it's coming off slowly, but I'm healthier than I've ever been. And because I decided to take better care of myself, I started noticing little things happening in my body. And because I was more in tune with my body. So I realized that I needed to go to a doctor. Went to a doctor, found out I was iron deficient, and I was something else. I was iron deficient. I'm not pre-diabetic anymore, so thank you. Exercise and eating healthier. But I think the biggest thing was the iron, and also, what did he say I needed to do? He said I had like a heavy metal detox, and not going to get deep into this, but that I did have vaccine injuries. So, but I got to be careful how I say that because I don't want people, over analyzing what I'm trying to say. Some people don't have a reaction. Some people do have a reaction. I had a reaction. But the reason why I was able to notice that and get help for it was because I am taking care of my body better. Actually, when my whole journey started, I couldn't even fit this shirt because it was just too tight across the shoulders and too tight in the other areas. So consistency matters. Even when you're consistently inconsistent, at least get back on the horse and keep trying. Speaking of horses, I've started my riding lessons again, which if you've been following me, you've seen me post a little bit about taking lessons. So I'm doing that. But the other major thing that I'm doing is making sure that whatever I put in my body is in alignment with the goals that I have. And I didn't actually try to recruit, but I think my family, because they love me and they get to a point where they're like, I'm tired of hearing you talk about this. I need you to be about it. They have actually, gotten involved in their own way. For example, I was getting ready to pull something out of the refrigerator that wasn't so healthy. And my 15-year-old daughter was like, no. It wasn't even like, well, no, Mom, you shouldn't do it. She was just looked at me and said, no. And so with that said, sorry about that. With that said, sometimes it takes a support group. Also, another thing that I've done, I am consistently going to the gym. I've joined classes. And the reason why I've joined classes, once again, what I'm telling you is what's working for me. So I don't want you to think that this has to be your journey. But what's working for me is going to classes, because I feel like I've got a community of people that they're going to expect to see me in class, or I'm going to expect to see them, and we high five each other, and there's an energy in the room. And somebody that's an extrovert, I actually call myself an omnivert because sometimes I am a little introverted. But anyway, somebody that's an extrovert that feeds off of other people's energy, for me, it's helpful being in a class. And I actually push myself harder in a class because I'm a little bit competitive. So that has helped a lot. So signing up for a class and showing up for a class has actually helped me a lot. My muscles have gotten stronger. These are all things that have happened, even though you guys have seen me be inconsistent with my consistency. I am still going to the gym. If I miss a day, I don't boohoo about it. I just go, okay, I got to go hard the next day. But lately, I have not been missing a day. And it's because I feel better when I work out. The other thing is writing down how I feel, doing a journal at night. I've been doing that. So these are all little things that I'm doing. What else did I want to tell you? This year, getting finances in order. It's one thing to make a lot of money. It's a whole nother thing to keep a lot of money. So that's another thing that we're working on. And branding. Don's Tree Service. Building Don's Tree Service. Building Doni Jones Live. Because as I build Doni Jones Live, it helps the tree service. As I help the tree service, it builds Doni Jones Live. And honestly, I just really want people to take care of their trees. A lot of the tree issues that I see nowadays could have been preventable. Same thing with health issues. A lot of the health issues that I see nowadays could be preventable. But I want to go back to trees real quick. There was a tragic story in the news last week about a tree that fell and killed a kid. Now, I don't know the exact situation there. I don't know what was going on in the situation. So I can't say whether that tree would have fell or not. But it made me realize that what I do is not insignificant. You know, my company, Don's Tree Service, we try to take care of, we take care of dead, dying, and hazardous trees for people in the greater Atlanta area. And so in some ways, I feel like it's my duty to continue to talk about how important it is for people to take care of their trees. Not because I'm trying to scare people and make them think, oh, if you don't take care of your tree, a tree's going to fall on your house and a kid could die. But guess what? It happens. But it's not even about somebody dying. It's about just being mindful of what you've been blessed with. Trees are a blessing. They add value to your home. They provide oxygen. They're just amazing organisms. And when you have them in your yard, guess what? You're supposed to take care of them. So that's a little bit on that. So that's going to be my focus this year. I didn't have a whole lot to say today, but I just wanted to give you a daily dose. What would be some advice right now that I would give? Because I do know that I do get questions. Don't beat yourself up. Here's a little advice. Don't beat yourself up, but raise your standards. Raise your standards. Raise your standards. I know Tony Robbins talks about this a lot, but you've got to raise your standards. What does that look like? Look at the people around you. I am blessed to have amazing people around me, and that has allowed me to build a successful business, a successful relationship, successful friendships. But I'm gonna be honest with you, there was years ago when, as far as my friend group is concerned, and even family members that I dealt with, I had family members that were absolutely toxic, but because they were family, I'm like, oh, I gotta deal with this. And I don't. I have a family member right now that is still doing some unethical stuff that they're not supposed to be doing. They're in an industry they're not supposed to even be in right now. But I can't do anything about it. It's not my business. It's none of my, I wish them well. I have no ill will against them. Whatever. So be mindful of that. The other thing is that a lot of times we have people in our life that we actually love and care about, and we have to realize that their actions are telling us they don't necessarily love and care about us the same way we love and care about them. Be mindful of that. That does not mean you necessarily have to cut that person out of your life, but it means that you need to reassess that relationship and decide how much time and energy you're going to put into that relationship. So that's a little bit of advice. Yeah, that's my advice for today. That's Doni's Daily Dose. I know it ain't daily, but I am going to start making sure that I communicate more, and just continue to grow this. And I want you to go over to YouTube and like, share, and subscribe to my channel. We are really trying to grow Doni Jones Live, not because of just an ego or whatever, but I really feel like this community can grow and just show real people living their life, achieving their dreams, and doing great things, and learning from each other. So check out Doni Jones Live, like, share, and subscribe. Peace. Hey, quick note, I just finished that video and I wanted to give you a little update also on what I am kind of regularly doing for breakfast. I am doing, why? Because it's part of the process, but I am doing turkey bacon, so you can see that, okay? Turkey bacon, because I got to get I add animal protein back into my diet. And then also I took 2 eggs, some leftover beans, cut up some onion and a jalapeno and put some seasoning in it. And I'm gonna let that kind of harden up. And then I'm gonna put a piece of avocado on it, you know, leftover avocado from last night. And a cup of coffee with some mud in it. It's like this mushroom type drink. But anyway, so I mix the coffee in the mud and add a little cinnamon to it. And that will be my breakfast. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you what I'm doing. And I just finished working out. I actually I can't say I just finished working out because I did the workout before I shot the video. So I meant to mention that I did get up this morning, I worked out, shot the video, and now I am getting ready to have breakfast and get on the road to take care of Atlanta's trees. So also, thank you, Atlanta, for supporting me. And then if you're not in the Atlanta area and you watch my videos or you support my content, I want to say thank you also, because without you, there would be no channel and there would be no one watching this. So I appreciate that. I just want to say I appreciate that. As you can see, I'm trying to get that camera angle right. Also, once again, if you're on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe. And then you can also hit me up on other social media such as Facebook, and on Instagram, I am at The Tree Lady. But we also have a page for Doni Jones Live, which is Doni Jones Live. So check us out, check the episodes out. In fact, watch more than one episode. And if you're busy and you can't just sit there and watch it, just kind of turn it on in the background and let it run and, you know, listen to us, check us out. So once again, this is Doni, the Tree Lady. Please like, share, and subscribe. Alrighty, bye-bye.